Okay, we're there. It's the final talk of DigiTalk in the scope of DigiTec 2024. And for our final talk, please give a warm welcome to Hayk Hayrapetyan, founder and CEO at Wooxy, who'll be talking about how leading brands dominate global sales with omnichannel marketing and how you can catch up. Haykjan, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. Today we'll talk about how global brands around the world dominate the sales and marketing and, of course, making the most money in the world, and what kind of tools and tricks they use, and how local companies can adapt some strategies used by large companies and be more competitive in nowadays world. I will have some introduction. A little bit about myself, why I'm positioned to talk about it. My name is Hayk, I'm founder and CEO of wooxy.com. It is an omni-channel marketing automation platform. We send around 1 billion messages monthly, so we send a huge amount of communication. And we work with brands and companies from all over the world. In general, I was involved in a couple of very successful startups where we started with a 3-room apartment, and I left the company when it was 3,000 people company already. So it was a bumpy ride, but it was very interesting. And we had some 100 million users in our active users monthly. So a little bit positioned to work and talk about this topic. Okay, in general today, we'll cover following topics. We'll try to open bit by bit and keep it simple. We'll talk about what is omnichannel marketing and why it is so important in modern, connected, multi-device world. I will explain step by step, and it will be very clear. After that, we'll dive in how global brands work with such things. And at the end, we'll jump in and discuss about how it can be adapted, especially to specifics of Armenian market. Okay? Let's define some things before we start. What is omnichannel marketing? Omnichannel marketing, usually we understand that customer have unified continuous experience with same brand, regardless how they engage with that brand, regardless on what platform and with what tools, advertisement and things they engage with that platform. This helps usually to keep consistent experience with that brand and reduce the frustration and boost and drive sales. I will explain a little in detail. And we'll start from 1950s. In 1950s, human being, we as humans had a very limited source of information, like newspaper, radio spots, and it was one-side communication when advertiser could communicate with companies and inform them about their products, benefits, services, etc., etc. So no interactivity, no way to give feedback. You read the newsletter, you learn radio, and then you try to use the product. In next period, from 60s to 80s, television became a dominant medium between brands and consumers. Advertisement become more interactive. So it was more visual. You could bring some visual impressions and help people to make decisions if they want to use your product. You could show the product, not only write about it, and people could see it by their eyes. And I'm sure you know that visually people consume better and remember better information than if they just hear it. okay? And if they hear it and see it, they consume information much better. Let's jump forward a little bit. In 1990s, internet became more widespread. From military technology, it became a more mass market product. And when in 1998 Google was launched, it revolutionized the world. Because before that, there was huge amount of information in internet, but you could access it only if you know where it is. So you could go directly to that place and grab that information. With Google, they changed the way we search and consume information. So advertisement, like brands got more tools to engage with consumers, like email was introduced, advertisement on websites and advertisement on websites were introduced, and it changed the way brands communicate. It was more interactive because people could reply to your email and somehow communicate, like give feedback and things like that. But it was very limited. It wasn't omnichannel. It was like 2 channels, like emails, websites, maybe advertisement. There were different channels which are working separately. Let's jump a little forward. In 2000 and further, it was more widespread, like Wi-Fi connection, this wireless connection, 2G, 3G, it got more widespread. And as the end of this period, at 2007, Steve Jobs introduced his iPhone. It revolutionized how brands could communicate with their consumers. This was the beginning of the omnichannel marketing because people got connected to internet 24/7. First time in the history, people had access to information anywhere, anytime, to any kind of information. Like all the information in the world was accessible. And brands got the opportunity to communicate with their consumers using mobile applications, social networks, emails, push notifications, offline, online, everything in one consistent journey. Because technologies changed, information proceeding changed, and how information was consumed changed. So we'll start from this point when a new human, as I call it, was born. Multi-device human, Vitruvian man, connected man, a multi-device man. This is first time when human beings started to use multiple sources of information, and it was targeted by brands in consistent experience in the history of human being. I will explain again this. I will open a little larger this window. When you wake up in the morning, what you are doing first thing? You grab your phone to scroll your social network, to check your email address, and to connect to internet. This is first time in the history of human being when the habits, what the human being doing in the morning after waking up, changed. Before that, first several thousand years, people were doing same things in the morning. And brands got the opportunity to become a morning routine of human being in social networks and emails and other channels, in mobile applications. When you go to breakfast, you have a phone or tablet with YouTube video maybe, a blogger or TikTok or whatever, phone in your one hand, fork in another hand, and you again connected. Brands have opportunity to market some things in this time of the day from this channel to you. And again, when you go to work, you're stuck in the traffic, you're already tired of radio and music, you hear some audiobook or you hear some podcast or you hear some lecture, very useful content from brands. Again, brands have an opportunity to work with you during that period of time, especially if they know where you are at this point of time, that you're stuck in the traffic because they track your phone. When you are at the office, you can work on the computer, shop, or scroll your social network on phone and order something. and later pick up when you go after home offline. Again, you engaged with the brand during the day using different devices at the same time. You are a multi-device human being. And of course, in the evening, nobody talk to each other no more. Everybody are stuck in their phones. TV is talking, nobody watching TV, but you're consuming some information from there. Kids are on their phones with headphones. You have a laptop on your laps, and you also on your phone at the same time. So you use 3 sources of information at the same time. This is our reality because, as I showed the history, human being was changing as technology was developing. And I'm sure it's not the end because AI recently was introduced, and it will change again. We'll talk about that next time, maybe. So, what's the role of omnichannel marketing at this point? Human being can see the advertisement of the product, like a cool new phone, iPhone 500 Pro Max, search it and watch YouTube reviews of that phone later at the day, add to the shopping cart during going work, and end purchase when they are at home on their tablet. The experience large brands can provide during this period of time and engagement with their brand, usually consistent. It's not breaking. When you add it in phone, the product to the cart, it will be available in your computer, in the cart, so you could finish. And they will remind you with email, with in-app push notification, with SMS. They will call you, and they will consistently force you to finish the transaction. And this gives them an advantage. Let's give another definition. What is different of multi-channel and omni-channel? Because omni-channel usually mixed with multi-channel. Multi-channel, when you have different channels of communication. You use email, SMS, advertisement, video ads, but they are not connected. You even can have different teams or people working on that with different KPIs. They sometimes even compete with each other in your company. In larger corporations, usually all these channels contribute to the same objective. They work around the clock to push the customer towards the useful transaction they have to do. Okay? Omnichannel, consistent experience across devices, platforms, social networks, mobile applications. When you engage with same brand, you get more involved. You think that brand take care about you. You are more loyal, and you use again and again. Because if you don't have this, it brings to frustration, it brings to customer churn, and it brings to non-loyalty usually. Now let's jump, as I promised, to some examples from brands. Let's take Starbucks. You can order a coffee during way to the shop from your mobile phone. Using loyalty credits you received from last 10 purchases. And they will send you push notification that thank you for your purchase. You also have, again, loyalty points. You need to purchase 9 times more to get another cup of coffee. When you grab your coffee from offline, your experience is consistent. You know that when it's ready, you drive in, you take it, and go farther. You engaged with brand with one device, then you engage them with offline, and when you come to work, open your email, they send you an invoice or bill that thank you for your purchase, here is your loyalty points, scores, come back next. 3 devices, 3 different period of day, consistent experience with same brand, and boost of loyalty as a result. If you think that this kind of experience is only for large brands, let's think again together. Imagine there are 2 local coffee shops next to each other. They both provide great customer support, assistance, friendly staff, very clean, great coffee from same vendor maybe. and different logos. Let's imagine one coffee shop is doing, they putting their pricing every day at the front there and waiting for customers because they know that loyal customers love their coffee, they will come. That's regular behavior. The second coffee shop in the morning sends personalized email saying, hey, Armenia, we'll give you free ponchik if you buy today coffee in the morning. Coffee costs $1, ponchik costs $2, and they sell it for $10. They have $8 of margin. How do you think where people will go to today to drink coffee? We can discuss that later. Next brand, Netflix. They are a global leader in their industry. When you start watching your show in phone, you can continue on tablet. Then you start a pause and then continue on your notebook. It will be consistent. You don't have to find where you stopped your video. It will continue from exact place where you stopped the video. You will have consistent experience with this brand. And if you didn't finish the video, they will send you an email or SMS. They will send you push notifications from mobile application. They will remind you that you have something to finish. If you don't reply, engaged with that push notifications, they will recommend you something similar to that video because they already know that you liked these kind of movies. They will continue pushing you to come back because they make money when you come back. They make money when you're loyal and like what they propose and they care about you. And this experience will be continuous. And let's take another example of local, let's say, mall movie cinemas. One movie is putting like new blockbuster banners at the entrance and expecting that people will come by themselves because they like movies, especially new ones. The second one is in low traffic period during Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Nobody coming to movie at that time. They send an SMS that, hey students, if you come in group of 10, we'll give you 50% of discount. How do you think where people will go today after the school or instead of school? They will go to movie to get their discount because otherwise they will have to pay. And the movie will get traffic during low traffic period because in high traffic period they have customers anyway. And as a result, they will make much more money and much more traffic, and they will get traffic from the cinema with just doing marketing on the regular way. Amazon, the most interesting thing. Amazon is one of the top technology companies in the world. A lot of people think that it's only the shop. It's not only the shop. They are huge. They are everywhere. And almost all half of the world using their infrastructure to build websites and things like that. Amazon gone even farther. You even can have a voice assistant to order product for you, which will be delivered next day to your door. You can ask Alexa to order you some groceries, and you can communicate, and you have a friend with whom you can talk if you are sad, and they will remind you about everything. They will recommend you everything you like. They collect a lot of information, and they use this data and information to generate personalized, specifically for you, recommendations. And they will send information to you at the time when you are most likely to buy, and when you are usually buy, when you are usually ready to spend more, when you have a good mood, etc., etc. All this data will be used from Amazon to make money. And let's take local shops, like malls, shops, doesn't matter. We have, again, example of two shops. They are next to each other. One expects that when you need something, you will come to mall and buy something from them. That's the regular way. They have beautiful shops. It's clean. It's comfortable. They have coffee shops and some food court, etc., etc. The second one, let's say, organizing some party for kids and informing all the mothers from the neighborhood that they have free balloons for that kids. That advertisement will cost them like $100, but will bring consumers for thousands and thousands of dollars to their mall. Again, using offline, online, different channels of communication and keep consistent experience always will win a day for the business. If business is not using and not competing with, and not competing with these guys, that doesn't mean that these guys are not competing with you. You just don't know, and you, as a result, you are losing the competition. Then last example, let's take Revolut. Neobank, it's only online bank. They don't have any offices. They don't have all these extra services. They don't have cashiers, nothing. They don't spend money on that old stuff. They have mobile application, very comfortable. You can exchange currency, you can order transactions, it's real time, and they will keep you informed on any step of your transaction. We got your transaction, it's approved, it's on the way, it's delivered, it will take so much, here's your cost, here are our commission. You will know everything, it's very comfortable. It will take you from your hand and make a very smooth journey during that simple transaction. And let's take local banks. How they will do. You will come, you will take a ticket, you have to wait 15 minutes, you are late to your work back, and if they have a new product, a financial product, they can have a call center who is calling every day and offering you a credit or I don't know, something like that. And you don't have time to talk with them, etc., etc. And let's take a bank which automated communication when they know that you have let's say bank balance, which is not in use during last 3 months. You have $10,000 in your balance, and you are not using that. It's black day money, I don't know, something you are not using. Bank, which is trying to use that information, will send you an offer. You have money you are not using, put it in action, get 10% of deposit commission for that money. Why you are not using it's just laying there. They are proactive. They are not waiting that you will think it yourself. They will contact you. They will call you using different channels and try to sell their financial product. And at the end of the day, bank which enforcing these kind of things will get much, much better results. Let's jump to Armenia. How all this stuff can be used in Armenia. Actually, Armenia is like very, very well connected. Everybody have phones. Almost 80% of population have phones with internet. They are connected. Most of the phones are very modern. So they can use modern applications. They can use Netflix. They can shop from Wildberries, etc., etc., etc. So most of the people use social networks. During recent years, people are not afraid to purchase online because 10 years ago it was kind of wild to purchase online. We want to touch it at first. We don't trust that shops, but now we more trust, and because it's become usual, you order, in 15 minutes somebody will bring your order. It's very comfortable. People already ordering food, groceries, and they don't mind if somebody will bring in 15 minutes that groceries to your home. Like 10, 15 years ago, that was something fantastic in Armenia. Now it's like regular day. What I noticed from what's going on in Armenia, Armenian businesses heavily dependent and bet on social media marketing. Usually is like they keeping large groups of Facebook group or something like that, and they post some stuff there and expect that Facebook will show their stuff to potential customers, but Facebook usually wants money for that. And it's this competition of how much Facebook wants and how much you are ready to pay to Facebook is non-stop. it's always growing. It's always getting more expensive. It's unstoppable. And I think the companies who will start to use much wider set of tools to communicate and to keep in touch, to engage and generate loyalty and drive loyalty will win competitive market in the country. And yeah, a couple of words how businesses can start to do. Like maybe it's super simple, but simple things will bring you 80% of benefits. If you want to optimize and get much more, you can dive deeper. But usually, at least you should have some basic things which will help your business to at least do not lose the most basic competitive things on your market. So what I usually propose is centralize your data, your customer data. Usually companies have something in Excel, something in handwritten, like in notebook, something in CRM, something in their advertisement account, maybe in Instagram chat. And I know somebody who knows somebody. It's a lot of sources of information separated from each other, and usually business don't really know who is their actual customer. If you try to centralize, collect, standardize your data, you will have at least picture who is your customer, and you will know where to target your work, your advertisement, and your marketing activities. Oops. Yeah, map the customer journey. You need to understand how your customer interact with your brand, with your shop, with your business. You at least need to understand it yourself. And then you can have these pain points where you can touch and where you can push to make it better, to make it softer, to make it more loyal, and to make to help customers love you and come back again and again and again. If you don't do that, and if you don't know the journey, somebody came and purchased and they go away and you forgot about that guy, this means you don't know why this person made that decision to come to your shop and purchase this specific stuff. You don't know anything about your customer. It means you don't know where people like this, where there's inhabitants. And start small with key channels like email, SMS maybe, social media, and try to draw a strategy and use it all together. Personalized communication. If you received messages from DigiTec this year, all the communication was sent via wooxy, and I'm sure you received it more or less personalized. Because DigiTec, when you register, DigiTec already knows something about you. And they can have this little touch with this, maybe a little thing, but it's make more like comfortable. You think that somebody take care about you. They don't really think you as a number in the Excel file. They see you as a person, as a human being. And measure. If you don't measure results of your activities, you don't really know if you're doing something great, if it's give you results or not. Put together some KPI, how you see it. Start something. The rest will come because you will have to read, you will have to research, you will have to learn. It will come again. But you need to start from something, try to give you some KPI, and follow it. Okay, I can talk a lot, but girls told me that I don't have any more time. Here's QR code. If you want to get like full checklist of how you can register, how you can implement omnichannel strategy, we'll send you a detailed checklist, step-by-step instructions, how to start from basic and grow to pro. So scan it and register, and after the event, we'll send you useful information. If you have any questions, I will be glad to answer, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you. I'm here. Okay. Thank you for your talk. So my question is, do you use AI to try to understand your customers and to make more personalized marketing campaigns or emails or whatever you send them, or what kind of technologies you use to try to enhance this approach, as it is the core part of your system, as I understood. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for the question. Yes, we use AI because, as I said, we send around 1 billion, more than 1 billion messages monthly. To analyze this information, every message can generate like from 10 to 30 events during its life cycle. So you can have 30 billion events. Every message can have different reaction during the day. And to help our customers understand what's going on with their communication outbound in this scale, you have to apply some models to analyze to be real time. Because if you send you have a lot of information to be real time reactive, you have to apply, because nothing better was there's on the market yet. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions, you can come to our stand, Wooxy, and we can talk in person. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to Hayk Can. Dear guests, this has been all at DigiTalk for today and for this year. Thanks a lot for being here with us. The Digi Invest discussions are still continuing. If you want to hear some investment-related speeches, you can go at the other hall at the investment section. And that's all for now. Thanks. Bye-bye.